Okay, hi everyone, Milov here from the Maria Sumilov project, incorporating several other projects under the same umbrella. Now, today we're going to be talking about the 8 keys to maximizing your personal development journey. And we're more specifically going to discuss how to get most out of the journey in terms of face-to-face workshop, online course, or even a group mentoring call. These 8 keys will help you make the most out of your journey. And having this kind of a plan for your approach to personal development will help you to be more successful in your endeavor as well as in life, not just your personal development, your life as well. Because if you haven't set an intention prior to starting out, how you will know that you've achieved, what you set out to achieve. So it's really important to know where you're at, where you want to go, and how to get there. And these 8 keys will help you with that. So just a little bit about myself. People often ask me why I do this work. I do it predominantly because I want everyone to be able to design the kind of a life and lifestyle that they want for themselves. So I want people to have a happy and fulfilling life, relationships, and above all, I want to help those of us who have heard their calling in life to really achieve what they're setting out to achieve within that calling. Question that people ask me often is, how do you think your own personal development journey has shaped the kind of mentor that you've become yourself? And I just have to say that challenges make you grow. Well, you either grow or you go home back into the old patterns of unhappiness and dissatisfaction. And for me, it's just, that's not really an option for me. It's the growth is the only option that there is. And because of this mileage that I've had in my life myself, that I'd had to go, run through and work through the obstacles, like in my childhood, having an alcoholic, narcissistic father, being sexually abused when I was 5 by a family friend, trusted family friend, being bullied in school, moving countries, moving continents, starting and selling successful businesses, and so on. I have a lot to offer to people who are on a similar path and who are ready to actualize their full, beautiful lives as they were meant to live. So that's basically where I'm coming from. But let's get on with today's material, because I'm really, really keen to really just get on with this and give you as much value as I possibly can. Key to maximizing your personal development journey is to turn up for yourself and with your learning hat on. And what I mean by that is that if you make a commitment to spend this time on yourself, make the most of it. Turn up fresh, ready to do the work and ready to learn. Make sure that you are on time for the workshops or the sessions that you've committed to. So, either leave in plenty of time if it's a kind of face-to-face workshop, or make sure that your internet's working properly if it's a live course or online, or, make sure that you've created the space that you need to create for yourself in order to really do this work properly. So whether you have to go outside for the workshop, just make a conscious effort to leave your family issues, your work issues, any other issues that are not going to help you right now to stay focused on the work that you want to do. Leave them at the door. Leave the distractions at the door. When you enter the workshop space, or, if you're doing an online course at home, close the door on the other stuff and just focus on what you're doing. So this is purely about you. Turn off your mobile phone during the sessions, and obviously if you need it for as a hotspot for your internet connection, then that's fine, but put it on silent so that you're completely not distracted at all. And make sure that you kind of if there's breaks, if it's like a full day workshop or something like that, a really long workshop, make sure that you get time to just go outside a little bit, just to get some fresh air. But make sure that your working environment, wherever you're doing this work, is going to be comfortable and conducive to learning. So fresh air, nice temperature, and leave all the other agendas at the door. Just focus on what's being presented to you. So that is key number 1. Turn up for yourself and with your learning hat on. Key number 2 is you need to find out what your personality type is and what your personality wiring is. And the reason why this is important is because knowing how you're wired will change everything for you, obviously for the better. When you know what your inner wiring is, you're able to identify your strengths, you're able to identify your challenges, and you're very likely to find the tripping points of your personal journey pretty quickly. And when you know those, then you'll be able to learn how to support yourself best through the whole process of your personal development. So we, as a standard with all of our projects, we recommend the Genius Style Assessment by Personality Hacker, and we will make sure to add the direct link in the comment section of this presentation, so that if you haven't already done your Genius Style Assessment, you can jump straight onto it after this recording. So that is key number 2. Know what your personality type is and know how you're wired. It's going to make your personal development journey a lot easier. Okay, key number 3, find out what your values are. We have a thing about, you know, kind of taking shots in the dark and so on, because we don't necessarily know what our values are. And if you have a think about your values and what they might be, you know, you might find out that there's a difference between your expressed values, which are the value of you, and your practiced values, which are what appear to be your values in life. So this can be a little bit tricky. So don't, you know, there's a bit more work here to be done with the values work. But basically just to say that your values are personal and they're totally unique. And you will get the most from any personal development work if you are authentically yourself and aligned with your true values, rather than focusing on what your true values should be, inverted commas. So there is no right or wrong when it comes to values. Your values are yours, and nobody else gets to dictate that. Also, your values will change. They'll evolve both in response to your life circumstances, and also as you go deeper and uncover the more of the innate core values that you have within. So your values may appear to be something at this stage, and maybe in a year's time you might have different set of values, or your values may have deepened or evolved. So values, they do work like an onion, and there's layers and layers of that onion to be discovered. So key number 3, find out what your values are. Key number 4, explore your cultural and ethnic conditioning. Now, what I mean by this is because we all have cultural conditioning and we have an ethnic conditioning. So whether we're from a specific country or a specific culture or specific ethnic background, we are conditioned to behave in a specific way. In some instances, we're programmed to behave in the opposite way of what is the ethnic kind of values that are tied into that ethnic background or the cultural background. So sometimes people choose to do the exact opposite of their cultural and ethnic conditioning. However, that is fine if it's done on a conscious level, but sometimes, and most of us do, still behave in a very unconscious way around our cultural and ethnic conditioning. So just being aware of your cultural and ethnic conditioning will massively help you maximize your personal development journey. So for example, you know, where's your mother from? Where's your mother from? Mother's father from? Where, you know, where's your father from? Where are his parents from? How were the ethnic and the cultural values and conditioning passed down through generations to you? You know, where did these cultures embrace certain things, and were those certain things embraced around you when you were growing up? You know, how long have you lived in the country that you lived in? Have you always just lived in one country? Have you been maybe exposed to other cultural experiences? So these are all things that really affect your personal development journey, because unless you're aware of those things, you can't transform the blind spots that you might have, you know, in relation to those specific types of conditioning. Another question that's really good to think about here is your upbringing. You know, were you brought up embracing religion? Were you brought up embracing, you know, a certain kind of lifestyle? Like, did you grow up next to the sea? Did you grow up in a city? Did you grow up in the country? Where all these things affect what your worldview is. And if you know and explore your cultural and ethnic conditioning, you maximize your personal development journey, because you just get a deeper understanding of why you're behaving in a specific way and why you might have issues overcoming specific learnings on your journey. So this is why key number 4, explore your cultural and ethnic conditioning, is so important out of the 8 keys to maximizing your personal development journey. Key number 5, implement the exercises that you are given. It is not just intellectual entertainment. Talk is cheap. Talking about how you want to change or what you want to be, you know, or where you might be going, where you want to be going, will actually achieve nothing other than give you a direction. Then you have to choose to go to that direction. You need to be willing to commit to your transformation. And it doesn't have to be a big, massive thing. This doesn't have to be a big deal. And in fact, you can make it into a big deal. And if you do make it into a big deal, it's probably going to stop you from doing the work, because you're going to get overwhelmed by all the different, you know, emotions that might be coming up and all this kind of thing. So let's keep it simple and light. Don't start to kind of berate yourself about where you should be, or where you should be starting from, or how you should be making better progress, or any of it. Just let go of the shoulds and just identify your starting point, set a goal in terms of where you want to be, and really spend the time to clearly identify the goal, so that when you're ready to uncover the golden nuggets that you get in any personal development program, you're able to write them down and book them into your diary as time to actually execute. So you don't just take, write a list of things from the workshop or the session that you're doing for your personal development. You're also going to take a note of those capture the thoughts and capture the golden nuggets and pop them into your diary to give them time, to allocate them time, so that you're showing your respect towards your own personal development. You know, have the personal development time booked into the diary and treat it as if it's a doctor's appointment. Treat it with, respect, treat it with commitment to your journey. And if you do those things, you will get somewhere. You will go somewhere other than where you are right now. But just talking about it's not going to bring you there. Implementing the exercises and not just treating it as intellectual entertainment is key number 5 of the 8 keys to maximizing your personal development journey. Enjoy peer support so that you are not alone in your transition. Enlist support from neutral, supportive sources rather than your close friends and family. The neutral part here is important, because although your friends and family have all the best intentions for supporting you, they may be too close to you to let you fall and fail when you need to fall and fail in order to learn your lesson that's right in front of you. So grow a network of peer relationships with others who are going through a similar kind of transformation that you're working on, and you will make the most out of your personal development journey. So that's key number 6. Enjoy peer support so that you're not alone in your transition. Key number 7, embrace your accountability, preferably with someone who has already done what you are attempting to do. So it's very much linked to the previous key number 6. This too is about support, and this is about finding yourself an accountability partner or a mentor. The difference between accountability partner and a mentor is that accountability partner can be at a peer level to your own transformation, so they might be at the same level, whereas a mentor is somebody who's already done it. But sometimes we're not able to get mentors, and in those cases, the peer accountability partner is perfect. For example, you know, at the Radiant Woman community, we have loads of potential accountability partners because we're quite a large movement at this stage. And many of the potential accountability partners, they're only too happy to help you because they themselves were helped when they were getting going. So it's really wonderful that when you have access to something like that. Most of our projects have this kind of accountability mentality. But the real question here is, what do you need right now? Do you need a mentor, or do you need a peer accountability partner? And that only you know the answer to that. If you feel that you just need a little bit of support on your way to where you want to go, then an accountability partner is perfect. If you need actual hard questions to be asked about where you're willing to go, then perhaps it's time to get a mentor. So key number 7, embrace accountability, preferably from someone who has already done what you are attempting to do, is one of the best ways of maximizing your personal development journey. Okay, and then the final key number 8, is all about reassessing the situation. So book the time in to review your goals. Again, book it in your diary, just grab it there, make sure it's, you know, it's available, make sure you're available, make sure you're showing up for yourself. And if things aren't going to plan, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, just start over again and plan from your new starting point. So don't kind of get bogged down by the thing that you didn't get it done perfectly. Because the thing is that there is no perfect. You are actually moving through your challenges as well as you can with the resources that you have at this moment and the knowledge that you have at this moment. So you're kind of, you know, you can't do anything more than you know, that you're able to. And you don't know what you don't know. So just maybe sometimes failing to do something also means that it wasn't actually exactly the right thing for you. So this is a good time, the reassessment is a good time to situation. What about it is working for you? What about it is not working for you? And then doing something maybe slightly different, or continuing on the same line that maybe you didn't follow through with the exercise as well as you would have thought. So don't make it into a big deal. Just maybe you need some other resources. Maybe you need someone outside of your situation to have a look at what's going on for you and offer an objective piece of advice or support. Maybe you just need some more support. Maybe you need, you know, the timeline to be set in a little bit less ambitious way. Perhaps your priorities have changed since you started on this journey and you don't actually want to achieve the original goal anymore. These are all possibilities. You know, all these are valid and they represent the fluid nature, and none of these things make you a failure. And a failure, in fact, is not a person. It's a thing that occurred. Okay, so failure is not a person. It's a thing that occurred. So don't be afraid to achieve your goals, as you can always set new ones, and don't be afraid to ditch your goals either if you feel that you need other ones. There's a big difference between procrastination and reassessing, and we really invite you to do some more in-depth work with that, because that's a specific area. Your procrastination is often to do with the lack of life and lack of direction in life. So oftentimes the people who are procrastinating actually need to do a lot more purpose work in order to move past that. So it would be great to go into it right now, but we don't have the time for this session. So just one more thing about the reassessment. Even whether you succeed or whether you fail, always allow yourself to celebrate and be proud of your discoveries on your journey. So make sure that you, absolutely celebrate the achievements, but also celebrate when you realize that something wasn't exactly right for you and now you course correct. So make sure that you also celebrate the course corrections, and absolutely please give us a shout out on any of the Mary Sundloff projects, as we would love to cheer you on your journey. So your key number 8 is reassessing, and that is the final key of the 8 keys to maximizing your personal development journey at this stage. So I'm going to give you a little call to action right now and ask you this. Are you ready to make yourself a priority? Are you ready to get out of the rut and overcome whatever is or has been holding you back? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Or maybe a combination of both. However you feel, it's totally valid, and we are so excited to be working with you. If we never get a chance to work with you, I hope you've really embraced these 8 keys to maximizing your personal development journey. Look at where you might be lagging behind a little bit. Maybe the learnings that you've got from these sessions can propel your journey to a higher level and bring you closer to your goals and your aspirations in life. And please contact us at coachingwithmary@gmail.com if you have any questions or feedback. We'd love to hear from you. And also absolutely give us a shout out whenever you're doing something that is really close to your heart and important to you. We want to support you as much as we can. On a final thought, I'd just like to quote Elon Musk. And he says that what I'm trying to do is to maximize the probability of the future being better. And this is what you will also do. You will maximize the probability of your future being better if you do take and implement these 8 keys to maximizing your personal development journey. Thanks very much for your attention. I look forward to hearing from you soon. And if I don't, enjoy your life. Enjoy falling in love with yourself and make the most out of your personal development journey. See you soon.